So what is going on, guys? I'm Black Ops Amazing. Welcome back to another video on the channel where today we're going to be talking about, I guess, some controversy. Maybe that's a bit too far. Something, a comment, a tweet that people have been talking about within the zombies community. There isn't really too much that goes on nowadays, so whenever there's a little bit of drama going on, even then, that's too much. Whenever there's a comment made that gets people talking, I think that's the best way to describe what this is. That's probably the most amount of excitement we get within zombies nowadays, and it's not even really anything gameplay related, so that just shows how low we are at the moment in terms of content for zombies. But as always, I was just scrolling through Twitter and I saw this comment by Tim, which as soon as I read it, I thought, I'm not going to look at the replies to this or the quoted tweets because I know exactly what's going to be said. As soon as you post any opinion on Twitter to do with zombies, especially as a, I guess, big member of the community, a big YouTuber, you're going to not only get people disagreeing with you, which is obviously fine, you will get some hate as well, which is one of the reasons why if you look at my Twitter, I haven't posted on there in about a year, simply because I just asked myself, well, what does this actually bring to me? There really is no benefit to me tweeting anything. Anyway, like I said, as soon as I saw this, I knew what the replies were going to be, but Tim tweeted, "Hear me out, Treyarch, one final banger zombies game. All the attention and love left gets poured in, then never make another one. Zombies goes out in a blaze of glory, and we just enjoy what exists." Now, this is something I also totally disagree with for many reasons I'll get into in just a second, but from what I've witnessed, I'd say this is quite a different opinion to most people's I've seen. A lot of tweets I always see are people asking for Treyarch to make more zombies content, not only for newer games, for what they're making in 2024, but for older games as well. People are still asking for Zombies Chronicles 2, and I suppose that's what Tim's asking for as well, but he's asking for one last game, whereas I haven't really seen anyone ask for zombies to finish and for the zombies mode that we get in 2024 to be the last one. So I'd say this is quite a rare opinion, and it's something I totally disagree with because zombies is one of the only reasons I play COD. In fact, lately over the past couple of years, it's really the only reason I play it anymore. Ever since Modern Warfare 2019, that was really the last multiplayer I could get into. I didn't like Cold War's multiplayer, I didn't like Vanguard's, I don't really like Modern Warfare 2's. So besides from a 5 or 6 hour campaign, there's really no reason for me to play those games. The only reason for me to play Cold War was the Zombies mode. The Zombies mode was also really the only reason for me to play Vanguard, even though it wasn't very good. I still played it just for zombies, even though it was a couple of hours. It feels like maybe I've fallen out of love with COD multiplayer, even though I don't think I have. It's just about them making the right one that I like to play. I don't like Modern Warfare 2's multiplayer for various reasons. I didn't like Vanguard's because I just don't enjoy World War II multiplayer games, but I did quite enjoy Modern Warfare 2019's multiplayer, which does tell me that I probably do still enjoy multiplayer. It's just whether they can make one that I want to play. So the only reason for me to play Call of Duty anymore is the third game mode. I don't like DMZ, I don't get the point of it. I just can't get into it. I don't like Spec Ops. Extinction was good, but that's not a thing anymore. And the only other third game mode we have is zombies. So you take that away, and there's no reason for me to play COD. So I'm not gonna say, Treyarch, make one final zombies game and then that's it, because then there's really no reason for me to play COD. In my opinion, Call of Duty has to have a third game mode. I don't think COD is worth £70 with multiplayer and just the campaign. There has to be a third mode in there, and if Treyarch's third mode isn't zombies, then what is it going to be? Unless they're going to do something similar to Extinction with aliens, although we kind of already have them in zombies with the apothecans and the keepers, stuff like that. Yes, they're not aliens, but you know what I mean. So for me, there's absolutely zero reason to stop making zombies. As long as people are playing it, which they are, it is without a doubt the most popular third game mode in COD. People buy COD just for zombies, so if there's still interest in it, which there is, granted over the past couple of years maybe not as much as there usually is, that's just because in my opinion it hasn't been as good, but if zombies in 2024 does end up being successful and popular, then no, why would you end it? Zombies is a staple in Treyarch's games, so yeah, personally, I don't really see why you'd want zombies to go out in a blaze of glory and just enjoy what existed if you can carry it on. I suppose what he could be saying is, since zombies has been pretty crap over the past couple of years and Vanguard and some people didn't like Cold War, then just put all of your time and effort and love into one final game and then end it because zombies isn't what it used to be. But every zombies game is different. So just because the past couple of games haven't been amazing doesn't mean the next one won't, and then the one after and the one after, especially with the way that COD is going now with the Microsoft acquisition, if that still does happen, and the fact that Treyarch have gotten even more time to work on their next game. That does bring hope to the mode and does make me excited for what could come. So yeah, it's just something I can't really agree with because I don't really see a valid reason to finish it. COD Zombies isn't like any other game where you're following a story and eventually it has to come to an end because we've just rebooted the Ether timeline with the Dark Ether. So this is basically a brand new story even though it does connect. Call of Duty games are different every year. Some people would say they're the same, but every COD game is different. BO1's different to BO2, and BO2's different to BO3, BO3 different to BO4, that's different to Cold War, Cold War's different to Vanguard, Vanguard's different to Modern Warfare 2 and Modern Warfare 2019. I think those games are pretty similar, but every COD is slightly different, and that then translates to zombies, because whatever era and weapons we have in multiplayer in the campaign gets used in zombies. I'm honestly just trying to think of a valid reason as to why Treyarch should end the mode. The only thing I could think of is I do know Tim doesn't play zombies anymore. I might be wrong in saying this, but he didn't buy Vanguard Zombies. Whether he still hasn't got it or maybe he has played it at this point, I don't know. But I don't think he liked Cold War either. To be fair, I didn't like Vanguard Zombies. I wasn't the biggest fan of Cold War. I thought it was just okay. But for me, even though I don't like one game, I'm still always excited for the next one because I know it's gonna be different. No two zombies game is the same. So I wasn't the biggest fan of Black Ops 4, but I was super excited for Cold War Zombies. I wasn't the biggest fan of Cold War Zombies, but I was super excited for Vanguard. I don't like Vanguard Zombies, but I'm really excited for what we're going to be getting in 2024, and it's always been like that, really. I'm always excited to see what we're going to get next for zombies because Treyarch's games are so far in between. We got their last one in 2020, their last full game. Yes, they did have Vanguard Zombies in 2021, but we're not getting their next game until 2024 now. That's a 4-year gap between Cold War and the next game. That's a long time to wait. If you think about some games that take that amount of time, we have some big blockbusters, Spider-Man games for example. We don't get Treyarch Zombies every year. We don't get new maps every year. We usually get 4 within a DLC cycle and then that's it. We have to wait at least 2 years before we get the next Zombies map. So it always feels fresh to me when a new Zombies game comes around. Whether the last one was good or bad, it doesn't matter because I'm always excited to see what Treyarch are going to give us next. And the idea of them ending Zombies, just making 2024 the final one, putting all of their love and passion into it and going out with a bang. Yes, I want them to put as much time and effort and love into it, but I don't want that to be the last one. Whether it ends up being good or bad, I want to see it continue because not only is Zombies a staple in Treyarch, but also without it, I don't really have a reason to play COD, and COD's always going to have a third game mode as far as I'm concerned from now on, so without zombies, what are Treyarch going to do? They may as well just stick with it because there's always going to be a third mode, and in my opinion, every other third game mode that we've had, whether it be Extinction or Spec Ops, DMZ, just isn't as good as Treyarch Zombies. So yeah, there we go. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. As always, hopefully you've enjoyed. If you have, drop a like rating. Make sure you are subscribed to stay up to date with the latest videos on the channel. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Until then, goodbye.